If I asked 100 men in the gym exactly what they needed to do to build more muscle, I guarantee the answers would be exactly the same. Eat big to get big. Get your body weight up. You're too skinny, you need to grow. And honestly, I think this is one of the biggest mistakes most men make when they're trying to get in shape. Because after coaching hundreds of guys over the last 8 years, most guys don't need more muscle. They just need to strip off the fat that's actually hiding it. The problem is most guys are trying to build muscle on top of 10, 20, even 30 kilos of body fat, which doesn't need to be on their body in the first place. So in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly why I very rarely start new clients in a bulk and why getting lean first is the most important thing that you do. One of the biggest shifts I try to give every client is that body weight and muscle are completely different things. I can't tell you how many times I get a message from people where they say, Jack, I'm 72 kilos. Surely I need to bulk to gain more muscle mass. And I'll get the pictures back and they'll have fat around their waist. They'll have fat around their shoulders. And they already have a decent amount of muscle. They're just carrying too much fat to actually reveal it in the first place. And I've been there exactly in the same position, pushing my body weight up and up and up, gaining unnecessary body fat, hating how I looked, feeling lethargic. Sure, I might have been getting stronger, but that wasn't as relative to me now being leaner and actually enjoying the physique that I have. And then when I finally committed to getting lean, people finally asked, like, what have you done? I didn't do anything different. I just lost the body fat that was there covering it in the first place. So the first thing you need to do is stop trying to build muscle on top of body fat. One of the most important things you need to do is actually use your fat loss phase to learn how to train. And this is the part I think most of the fitness industry get wrong, especially when it comes to guys getting in shape. They'll use fat loss as just focusing on food, not actually the other part of it, which really sets you up for the long run. For me, when new clients come on board, the best thing for me to do is teach clients how to train as they lose fat. The things that actually build muscle in the long run, like how to take a full set to failure with the right intensity, the right range of motion for an exercise, actually progressively overloading each week by 5, 10 kilo or a rep or two, how to improve their technique or how to control the weight from A to B. Learning those things as you lose fat will not only potentially even build you a bit of muscle, but it also sets you up for when your diet is done to be able to carry that through when calories then come higher. Your calorie surplus doesn't really build the muscle, it's your training that does it. There's no point adding an extra 200-300 calories a day if you're not training heavy enough or intense enough to do it. All you'll find is your waistline will get bigger, you'll look bigger with no real muscle growth, and you'll be wondering why this isn't working for you. So learning how to train hard, learning how to lift heavier and get stronger is a key part of a fat loss phase. My client Stuart did this exactly over a period where he lost 20 kilos. All of his lifts went up, he looked bigger, he retained all of his muscle mass, and you can see the difference between the two showing you that. So now you've earned the right to build. You've got lean enough and you're going to start to actually bring your calories up. This is usually when someone's in that kind of sub 15% body fat range, potentially 12% or below. They are lean enough to really benefit from a higher increase of food. Their waist is under control, their training's finally in a good place, they know how to eat the right foods each day, and they're actually making gains for the first time in their life. In this phase, your body is actually better at directing the calories in the right places. You're leaner so you can finally see muscle growth happen. It's not like when you're 10 or 20 kilos heavier and you're eating more calories and it's just like, what's actually happening here? You can see it firsthand by increasing the food and getting stronger from a leaner physique. So you're actually going to probably, one, stick it out, and two, have more fun doing it. The guys who are starting this bulking phase from 28% plus body fat, they're moving themselves further and further away from that physique that they really want with every month that passes. And the guys who get leaner first, they're actually enjoying this phase. That's what I mean when I say earn the right to bulk and starting from that best place. And if you don't know how to do this, in the description below, we actually have a free guide to help you set yourself up doing this. Now, the last thing you need to worry about is to stop chasing body weight. And the funny thing is, a few weeks ago, someone called me skinny because I was 70 kilos, but I feel better now. I have more muscle mass now than I ever did when I was 200 pounds, just because I don't have enough fat covering it. But because you're a certain weight, people get so hell-bent on like not being under a certain number because it makes them feel like they are the same weight as a child or too skinny, when in reality, like, those are the guys that look the most jacked in the gym. Nobody cares what your weight is. You don't walk around with a weight above your head. It's how you look and how you feel, and that should be what you're focusing on when you're training and trying to get in the shape of your life. Because I'd much rather someone with 70 kilos, lean, confident, loving the way that they look, than 90 kilos and wondering why nothing was ever changing because they just had too much fat. So before you ask yourself, should I go into a bulking phase, you need to ask yourself, can I see the muscle I've already built? If the answer is no, a gaining phase probably isn't what you need. You need to strip the fat off first and go through that phase. Get lean enough, bring body fat down, and then build from that leaner position. And if you want a step-by-step guide on how to do that, our free physique guide below will help you through this. It will set up your calories, your protein, give you training plans, and I'll be walking through every step of the way for the next 7 days. And of course, if you like content like this, subscribe and make sure you watch the next one.